Taking the lid off an awful lot of those. Get taken, they got no pepper coming out.
Too much. Just take what you're gonna eat, right?
Okay, I hope everybody enjoyed that wonderful meal put on by our Wilson Center's volunteers and staff. If we can give them a big round of applause. So if you, now what we do this part of the evening, we have someone come up, and I'll introduce him in a second, introduce our May Queen and Ambassador. Then we go through a process, we have the Wilson Center come up and say a couple words. Then we give out gifts to all of our royal party, and we'll name them off, and then we conclude things and get ready to go into the arena. So if you could join me in welcoming Michelle Reed, the principal from Maryhill Elementary, who's here to say a few words.
So I'm pleased to speak about this year's May Day Queen, Kate Lenny, and Ambassador Colby Delasoy. So for the past year, I've been the principal of Maryhill Elementary, where they both go to school. And during this time, I've been able to interact with them in many ways, and so been able to observe the type of wonderful young people that they are. And speaking with their friends and their teachers, I've gained even more insight as to who they are and how they'll be able to serve as positive role models for the youth of Port Coquitlam in the upcoming year. Colby is in grade 5 in the French immersion program. He's an athletic young man who pushes himself physically in all the activities that he engages in at school. He loves hockey and participates outside of the school in the sport. He's kind and helpful and is keen to help out around the school. He helps distribute hot lunches and is part of the leadership group helping raise funds for local and global causes. He has shown that he does a great job when working with the younger children in the school and helps out in the younger grades classrooms, monitoring during lunch and recess time. Colby is very high energy. And he is an empathetic friend and is always ready to help out. Kate is in grade 4 in the French immersion program. She's an athletic and energetic young lady who is always ready to lend a hand. She's a good friend with a sense of humor and loves to make others laugh. She's helpful and community-minded and has helped out with many events and activities in the school. She helps out in the younger classrooms as well, monitoring at recess and at lunchtime. Her friends consider her a good friend who loves music, is nice, is a positive thinker, and is willing to teach others and is sporty. Kate always has a smile on her face and is always ready and eager to do whatever needs to be done. Now, a common trait I see in both Kate and Colby is that endless enthusiasm and energy they have for everything they do. This energy and positive outlook will be put to good use as they engage in events in the community in the upcoming months. I know that you both will make your school community, the Port Coquitlam community, and especially your families very proud.
And next I'd like to welcome Bruce Hanson to come up. Again, Bruce is the president of the Wilson Center Advisory Association, and it's a tradition that the Wilson Center Seniors Advisory gives a gift to our royal party. Bruce.
This is about the 4th year that I've had the privilege of doing this, and it never ceases to amaze me the quality of our young people here in Port Coquitlam, and I think that's a testament to our entire community, all your moms and dads, and everybody in the community. I think you all deserve a great big hand. On behalf of the Wilson Center Seniors, we have a small token of appreciation for these young people that down the pike they can look at this and say, hey, I remember that day. So here we are.
So Catherine Glennie, the 2014 May Queen, if she could come up, please. Now I'll call up the 2014 May Day Ambassador, Colby Delasoy. Now I'll call up the first princess, Carmela Dizon. And last but not least, the 2014 record bearer, Cameron Smith.
So before we move on to present the remainder of our gift bags to all of our royal party, I do want to acknowledge a couple other people. First, I want to acknowledge actually there's some helpers in the back here. Last night we had our Youth Reach Achievement Awards for youth and adults that help out youth in our community, and there's a few of them here that are still helping out. And I want to thank Councillor Pollock, who stepped in for me last night to hand out those awards. But Dave and Leona Lee, they're in the back, that helped us cook. They also run a youth and seniors cooking program every Wednesday night, where the youth and seniors get together, cook a meal, have a meal together, and share their experiences. So they're in the back there, as well as Ali Zazar, and Layla is also in the back, and our youth programmer, Chris Eastman, who's actually probably out there getting things set up. They also received awards and recognition for all the work that they're doing with our youth. I also want to thank, and we also thanked already the Wilson Center staff and volunteers in the back, but also our Parks and Rec staff. As much as this is a community-driven festival, our Parks and Recreation staff do a lot of work on the side of their desk to make this happen. So if we could just give them a great big round of applause. So now we have gifts for each of our royal party. In this, each child will receive a keepsake autograph book, an activity booklet, a water bottle, pencil case, pencils, a mouse pad, and coloring book. And this year's gifts will be presented in a city's recyclable shopping bag, and we stuck in a few other items in there as well. So I'd like to ask Michael Wright, our chair of our Healthy Communities Committee, to assist me in reading out the names. And I'd also like to ask Walter Van Dremelen to come up. Walter, myself, with Jane here, will hand out the gifts. So as your name is read out, please come forward and we'll hand you your gift.
I really need some help, Mr. Mayor, with some of these names, but I know.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
So I'm going to start off with the 2014 Lancers. And the first one is Jordan Aronas from James Park. And I'm not going to have too big a gap between calling out the names, otherwise we could be here for a very long time. So if you'll bear with me. So come and see the mayor, he's the guy in the bag. Thank you. And the next Lancer is Ruben Jose from Central. Followed by Tyler Kurzweil from Maryhill. Tyler was one of my photographic subjects when I went taking photographs of the arena. He did a good job. Ethan Lynn from James Park. Jacob Madeline from Castle Park. Parker Stewart from Kilmer. Quinton Taylor from Hazel Tremper. And Nikolai Zakharov from Maryhill. And it must be his brother, Alexander Zakharov from Maryhill. Nikolai, thank you. I need all the help I can get here. Now we're going to proceed with the 2014 Flower Girls. And the first one is Tanisha Ali from Central. Marissa Barkley from Westwood. And Carissa Felacella from Cedar Drive. Ella Inyanito from Hazel Trembat. Daniela Kizina from Mary Hill. Megan Knight from Lee. Vanessa Loyero from Hope Lutheran Christian Church. Maya Novakaska from Birchland. Here's Maya. Amy Ritchie from James Park. And last but not least, Ava Tancray from Blakeburn. Now for the two 2014 princesses. Peyton Blum, I got that wrong. Peyton. Thank you. Ara Christie from James Park. Tamika Gent from James Park. Rachel Kelt from Hazel Trimbat. Alexandra Mandow from Hope Lutheran Christian School. Sophia Pollock from Kilmer. Anna Theobald from Lakeburn. Christina Vasilenko from Irvine. And Sydney Williamson from Birchland. Okay, great. And now the head table guests. They get another bag. My goodness me. Now 2013 May Queen Abby Martins from Irvine Elementary. And our 2013 Ambassador Jaden Cummins from Quickborn Middle School. 2014 May Day Queen Catherine Glennie from Mary Hill Elementary. '14 May Day Ambassador Colby Delasoy from Mary Hill Elementary. Our 2014 First Princess, Carmela Dizon from Central Elementary. And lastly, our 2014 record bearer, Cameron Smith from Mary Hill Elementary.
Do you know, actually, when I was driving here over the Coast Meridian overpass with my wife Erin tonight, looking at all the railroad, thinking to myself, the tagline, I guess, that the city put together 101 years ago, by commerce and industry we prosper, really hasn't changed much looking at our industry. But then as we drove into downtown Poco here, I recognized the small town charm that we're known for today. So, you know, and the May Day really drives home that. It's about bringing our community together. As our community has grown to 58,000 people now, from the 2,000 it was 100 years ago, but it's the May Day that brings you together. It doesn't matter if you're from the north side or central or over in Westwood or Mary Hill, Citadel, we all come together and we celebrate what's great about Port Coquitlam. And that's May Day, the small town charm, about being from the small community, even though we've grown so much. So thanks for joining us this evening and being a part of that and continuing to keep this tradition alive 91 years later for our May Day celebrations. So this is a week-long celebration. Tonight kicks that off. But as we know, as you know, because your kids will be a part of it, you have to get them there, next Saturday is our big May Day parade with block party afterwards. But we have things going on throughout the whole week. Then on next Sunday, we have Mother's Day in Lions Park, which is a great festivity. So you can get all that information at our website at portcoquitlam.ca/Mayday. And that's great. So what we're going to do next is we're going to have, sorry, I got to look at my notes now. Shelley and Stephanie, I think, are coming up. If everybody could just stay where they are, because we've been doing this for about 91 years now. So we've got some practice in how to get everybody out of here and into the right spots. So Shelley and Stephanie are coming up to lead us and figure this all out. So thanks again for coming this evening, and we'll see you in the arena next door.